Yeah, Zindi, I had the privilege of taking over the leadership of the school in June of 2019.
Okay.
And it's an exciting school to be a part of. We are an independent school that, as you may know, is managed by Ekurhuleni Holdings. And we are situated in the beautiful Hellenberg secure estate. And really, it's beautiful. It's got its own wildlife enclosure, with ostriches, springbok, and so on. So the children are really treated when they come onto the estate and onto the school premises. But kind of at the heart of our school is we go from group 4 all the way through to grade 12. We're situated on 3 separate campuses. At the moment, we have just under 1,200 children. We're excited to be able to serve the community in this way, because at the heart of the school sits our motivation really to help our learners to develop not only into leaders, but into active citizens of our country, and of the world, because they need to be contributing members of the society, and help build a better society. And we're excited to be helping learners prepare on the East Rand to do exactly that, as we develop them.
I think I'm taking my future child to your school already.
Please get on with the job, Zindi.
All right. I believe 2021 marks a special year for Hellenberg. How so?
Yeah, it's our 10th birthday celebration. A decade has passed, and that's exciting. Because for Ekurhuleni being a relatively new player in the market, we've been down for about 20 years. As a company, and for half of that time, Hellenberg has been around. So it was one of the first schools that Ekurhuleni expanded into. So we're really excited that we've got this history with the community, and that we are able to continue to serving the East Rand community and the Brakpan community very specifically as well.
Great. So I know that you have an open day coming soon. Please tell us about it. And does it involve parents and learners? Everybody? How is it going to work out?
Yeah, so the challenges with the pandemic is obviously to make sure that our protocols are followed. Last year we couldn't have it, so we had a virtual open day, and that worked well for given the current circumstances. But because of the level that we are at now, we can actually have a face-to-face open day. So parents are welcome. It's the 13th of March. It's a Saturday. It starts at 9 o'clock, and it will go on for the morning. And they will have access to all 3 campuses.
Yes.
Obviously, parents are interested in a particular campus, whether it's the preschool or primary or high school. But we really encourage them to visit all 3, because we want to make a commitment to a family that takes them from the 4-year-old all the way through to matric. And it's good to get a view of the entire school while they're with us. We'll make sure that protocols are followed. We have very strict protocols. Screening will take place. Masks need to be worn, and they will be taken on guided tours, with our prefects. So it won't be large groups of people that will be moving around.
Okay. So because your school is located at Hellenberg Security Estate, does it mean now that it's only accommodative to that group of community?
No, we serve the broader community, so from Brakpan to Springs to Heidelberg.
Okay.
And in fact, we offer school transport that run from Dalpark area, Benoni, the Sunwood Park area, Springs, and in fact in Heidelberg we've got 2 vehicles that run because the demand has really increased over the past year. So we really accommodate a very wide-ranging community and geographical area.
I love that. So now, we are aware that you mentioned something like a holistic development of a child at your as your mandate somehow. What does that mean at Hellenberg?
So basically, we recognize the fact that a child is not just an academic being or an intellectual being, but that as human beings we are also a physical being, we're a spiritual being, we're a social being. And so we create opportunities through sports, through cultural activities, but also through, we run an international studies program that links with a school in Minnesota and a school in Botswana. And we are building that network where our learners can engage not just as South African citizens, but as global citizens. Because the reality is, Andy, that our children no longer just work in this country. They no longer just see opportunities within this country. they actually look far broader afield, and for me, the exciting opportunities within the continent of Africa, for both economic opportunities, living opportunities, and so forth. Because that's where growth is, that's where economic opportunities exist. So we want to prepare our learners for that. But more than that, we also run a program which we call Bridges, which really takes each of the learners. Our learners have to commit a certain number of community hours per year of being with us. So from grade 4 all the way through to grade 12. And we want to harness those community hours to direct it at organizations and surrounding communities that need the people hours to help them, whether it is a children's home, whether it's painting a school, whether it's helping to, clean up litter in the area, that our children learn from an early age that they can contribute, that they can give. So we also develop in that way. But what is also exciting, and here you can hear the excitement in my voice, right, that we have many exciting facilities and activities that we offer our learners beyond simply the normal academic program. And one of that is we've just completed Hockey Astro that meets international tournament standards. So it really is exciting. We haven't had an opportunity to use it yet because we just finished it and then we went into lockdown. But it's given the field opportunity to settle, so that's available. But here's the truly exciting opportunity. We are able, through a partnership with Airborne Aviation, to offer our learners an opportunity to get their private pilot license by the time they get to grade 11.
Come on.
Now Zindi, let me just contextualize that to you, right? So these learners can fly a plane before they can get their driver's license. So that's both scary and exciting at the same time. Because by the time they are 17, they can actually have their private pilot license, which, as you know, forms the basis for them to study a commercial pilot license, which will allow them to fly for airlines and so forth. And then we've also introduced drone building and coding into our curriculum, not as a separate subject, but integrated into geography, into mathematics, into physical science. So the learners see the integration of technology into everyday life. And then we launched last year a learner-managed radio station.
I mean, I could have been in that school when I was
younger. You could have been here, yeah. So Zandi, we really should get you out here so that you can give a pep talk to the learners and encourage them to pursue careers, in the field that you are in. So there's that, and then for me, the kind of cherry on the top is that we had an on-site support team that comprises educational psychologists, speech therapists, and occupational therapists that help our learners reach their full academic potential. And those are truly holistic approach that we take in preparing our learners for the 21st century that we live in.
I love it. And for people who are listening right now and saying, I'm so impressed with what I'm hearing and I really just want more information, how can they contact you?
They can find us on Facebook, so at Hellenberg, one word, or they can email us at info.helderwyk at curo.co.za, or they can call us on our landline 087-285-2100. And I must say our enrollments for 2022 are open, and it closes the end of April, so we really encourage parents and learners to apply. And we know there are some parents who are struggling at the moment to get their children into school. We do have some places in some of our grades still for this year. So if people are stuck and they're finding difficulty or they've relocated, we are able to still accommodate in some grades. So please make contact with us. And then again, just to emphasize, we have our open day. So please come and